Dr. Tam here once again. I want to share with you on this video what we do as part of the trigger point injection. How does our medical team do a trigger point injection and what kind of results can you expect from it? Earlier, I did another video on what is a trigger point. So if you want to watch that, make sure you watch that as well, okay? So the trigger point injection can be done in any of these spots and more, from your TMJs to help with TMJs to the neck, where it will help with headaches, to your shoulders and traps that will help with the stress and posture problems, to your lower back all the way to your legs. What we use and what our medical team uses for the trigger points is a plant-derived liquid called Serapin. See, most people use just lidocaine or steroids, right? And steroids is very, very toxic to the body. Huge effects. Lots of studies out there that shows the detrimental or the negative effects and long-lasting effects of steroids, from osteoporosis, increased diabetes, insulin resistance, deterioration of blood flow, and reversing of any angiogenesis in the body. But with the pitcher plant, there's no known side effects, only great effects because it's plant-based, so it is natural. Now, first, we will have to find out where your knots are in the body, because you will be taken through an exam to know exactly where are the knots. Now, the reason why there's a rope knot here is because this is a very, very popular area for people who have a lot of stress, working at a desk, driving a lot, to have knots right along here. A lot of times that's one of the first knots to develop, especially if you've had prior injuries, from sports injuries to car accidents. You're gonna develop these knots in here. If you don't get it corrected, over time your whole posture will start caving in, anterior head carriage sets in, then it's all really, really bad throughout the whole body. Once we find the knot, then what we do is, through a fanning technique injection, our medical providers will be fanning in, which is where the muscles are. She fans and needle goes in to where the knot is to break it down, to actually break down the muscle fibers and spindles in there. And while they're injecting Serapin in that area, that's gonna help with inflammation and ultimately the healing of that whole knot area. And what it does is it takes the areas that has lots of trigger points, which is these muscle spindles all bounded up, to, over time, muscle spindles that are going to be normal once again. And these are not things that really massages can massage out, because it's really, really deep and it's locked in there. So hopefully this explains to you a little bit more what a trigger point injection is. If you find that you have knots and they haven't gone away for more than 6 weeks, make sure you give us a call. All right? Have a great day.